We are talking about the best teams in Marvel Strike Force for the month of May 2025. Let's get it. The newest team that we're able to get our hands on right now are the Thunderbolts. So we got Ghost, Taskmaster already available free to play. You can get them powered up. Victoria Hand, you see I'm starting to work on her. Her free to play release is going to start soon, but I got a couple power cores. We're putting a little power into her to get her up and running. Hyperion and Songbird are on the way. Now, this is going to be the team that is used for the bio section of the Chaotic Storm raid. And raids are supremely important to the free-to-play player. Supremely important to the free-to-play player. So you might as well go ahead and get them as big, bad, and strong as you possibly can. So here we are on the new player account. Again, I can get my Taskmaster and my Ghost moving. I'm getting a couple shards for Victoria Hand. And again, you have an opportunity here to push your account forward if you can get your raid team up and running as soon as possible. So take advantage of what the game gives you. We got these showcase events that are giving you free character shards. You can farm Taskmaster in Cosmic 1-9. And at the time this video is being taken, Ghost is available in the War Store. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with the changing of the stores, the Legacy Store, things like that. So we need to keep an eye on how we're going to get these older characters. Those of us who are coming from behind, we need these persons to make sure we can round our team out, keep them big, bad, and strong. On that note, later on in the video, I'm going to tell you why it's important and what advantage you can have by putting power into those raid teams as quickly as you can. Now, last month, the Vigilante team was the brand new hotness. And here we go, right? On my main account, we got everybody to gear tier 19, level 105. So we got overpowered 10 across the board, purple ISO across the board. Should be feasible for most of us. I'm trying, it looks like, to go for Silver Sable to take her to Professor X. I was working on Daredevil. I backed off on that. We might still have to take him because he has some investment, but we're going to try to get Silver Sable in there for Professor X, and then we'll see who will go after that. Probably the Hit Monkey. On the new player account, again, here we are. We got gear tier 16, level 85 across the board. We're going to go with that, and we are trying to put purple ISO on them. We are trying to put purple ISO on them, get them as strong as we can. We're putting some stuff in the Hit Monkey because we have an opportunity with this team to get some great resources. Let's see what kind of help we would get in the calendar. So on the left-hand side, we have members of the Mercs for Money team. They go with Old Man Logan. So if you're able to get Old Man Logan in the trials that just happened, you got some of his team members ready, you can go ahead and put them to work. On the right-hand side, we have the Night Stalker team. Great team, very strong, very useful in raids. They're also useful in other game modes, right? Because of the way they work. Alliance War, Crucible, great team. We're sorry that we're about halfway through the month before we got this out, but we wanted to see how the Intel store was going to affect things and would there be some other adjustments with the orbs and things like that. So the information we have at hand, this is what we're able to say. The #1 game mode is still Arena. I know I said raids at the top, but Arena is still the #1 game mode if you can put yourself in position to win, especially for the end game. So my last time we spoke, we were ranked 58 and now we are 28, right? And that's kind of how we fluctuate. Every day I'm probably going to get pushed down into those 50s. I can punch up into the 20s, and that's just the world that we live in right now. And this is the team I'm using to do that. So we're going to compare what I got. We got Odin, Gore, Null, Apocalypse, and Gladiator. Let's see what other people at the top of my arena shard are doing. Coming in at number 3, we got Anna Vamp. She's got Gore, the Shadow King, Null, Odin, Apocalypse. Right, not uncommon. If you got that, you can make some moves. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we got Descartes. So he has Apocalypse, Shadow King, Null, Gore, and he's going with Mephisto as his 5th character. Holding down the number 1 spot is CDM7. And as you can see, he's got a Professor Charles Xavier, along with Odin, Gore, Gladiator, and Null. So we're going to count from month to month and see how long CDM7 can hold down this number 1 spot. Professor X is a great character. He's the chase character. He deserves to have that number 1 spot for having the number 1 character in the game. So these are the type of opponents I'm facing in my arena shard. So again, it's a mix of what we've seen before. We see Mephisto, we see Odin, right? Odin's pretty much throughout where I'm at right now. We got Super Skrull, Apocalypse, some formation of the Annihilators, right? So we got Gores, we got Gladiators. Occasionally there will be a Endgame Thanos. So it's some combination of the Annihilators, with these meta characters, right? So I put the reset button. The only thing that really changed is the gentleman there in the middle, Greg, And he just got a couple more meta characters. So he has Mephisto and he has the Super Scroll along with his Odin, Null, and Apocalypse. So this is what is working with the Endgame arena. Let's take a look and see where we're at on the new player account. So I'm currently ranked 268. Last time we spoke, I was at 543. Overpowers kicked in, and it's actually, I'm going to say this, people want to hear it. It's actually helping, right? It keeps things stable. I'm fighting people that are of the same power as me. So if I know my team, I know their team, and I know, again, if I understand the teams and how they work, then that works in my favor. I know who I can attack and who I can't. So let's see what characters and teams are working at this point in the game for the new player experience. We got Chris Rock at number 3, and we got a 3 on his chest because I think for the last 3 videos, he's been on the list. So we're going to try to keep track of that, see how people fare. And we see he's got Odin, right? He's got Odin. So again, some people say you should start the game over. You do better in arena. It's going to depend, man. If people are spending money, they're just going harder than you, right? There's no way I can beat that team. Even with a full Annihilators team, I can't beat this. I'd be hard stopped. Chris Rock's in a good spot. Coming in number 2, we got Doom Slug. And again, we see Null. We have the Annihilators in the form of Endgame Thanos, Gore, and Gladiator. And then we have Apocalypse as well. Coming in at number 1 on the new player side, we have Destroyer. And again, he has an Odin, right? So he has Odin, the Annihilators with Apocalypse. So the Annihilators in themselves are still, at least in a new player experience, you're going to need them at the end game as well. You need some portion of those characters to get into the end of arena. So when you have an opportunity to make room for them, you should do that. I don't think they should be something you do straight out of the gate as a new player. Again, here's the gate. We got Bones. He's the 100th ranked character in my arena shard, and he has the Annihilator. So that's the gate, right? That's the gate. If I want to get into the top 100, I'm going to need the Annihilators. But again, I don't think that you should go for that straight out of the gate. Power cores are important, but you have a lot and you get a lot early in the game. So these are some of the team compositions I would be going against at my level. So you see on the left-hand side there, there is a Black Knight, overpower 7. So there's nothing I can do about that. He's stronger than me. My overpower for my team is 6. Black Knight is a strong character. So overpower doesn't really change that. If the dude is strong, it's going to cause you a problem. So I would need to focus on the other 2 players because I know how, right? I know how my team works. I'm mostly using Orcus, overpower 6. It's the same. So I would focus on those other 2 players. If we hit the refresh button, yeah, so it doesn't change a ton. We have some Annihilators starting to show up. I cannot use my team against that, so I would need to refresh and look for other targets. You just got to take what the game gives you. If you can't make a splash in arena, then raids are absolutely the most important game mode for you, and I think that this is what new players should be focused on the most. So we have the Spotlight raids, which probably shouldn't be your main concern, but you want to keep it in mind because you need that Spotlight, those Spotlight orbs. So one section, you need Alpha Flight, right? So you need Alpha Flight. This is what I'm using at the end game. It's able to sim through the nodes down the end game. I haven't put any more power into them. This is what I got. On the new player side, this is what my team looks like. It is not strong enough to clear the node, the first node, okay? So I need to get stronger than this. If I want to make an impact, I probably need to get to that gear tier 16. So I'm doing that slowly, just as time allows. I don't really want to put too much as far as resources into this team. I'm working on other stuff first, and if I have some extra time, I reach back and start working on this team. I am starting to farm Guardian on occasion since he is on a node. The other section is the Uncanny Avengers. So again, this is the main account. This is what the team looks like. And again, I can sim. Occasionally it doesn't work. I don't know why. Occasionally team loses, but most of the time I can sim with this power level here. On the new player side, this is my team. Since I haven't gotten into that section yet, I haven't really powered anybody up except for Jean Grey because I was using her as an alternate on my Mutant Raid team. The reason why Spotlight Raid is so important is because it's your catch-up mechanic. So you don't want to overly invest in it. You just want to participate as you can. It's your catch-up mechanic. The orb looks like it has not changed since the last time we spoke. So we still have Night Stalkers, and we still have a couple of the Astra members in the form of the Ancient One and Emma Frost X-Men. The center is still giving you 5 shards of Medusa. And so then on the right side, you got a smattering of different type of characters. As far as the Vigilantes go, you have Elektra and you have the Punisher. So it's good catch up for that. Some other teams here as well. We got War Machine. He's shown he's not shown because he's off the screen at the bottom. But again, we don't want to overly invest in your spotlight raid teams. You want to focus on your Chaotic Storm. But if all you can do is take one of your strong Chaotic Storm teams, go through those first couple nodes in Spotlight, right? Then you can get more Spotlight raid orbs. You just need 10% completion. So if that's all you can do as a newer player, that's what you should do. Now, with the Thunderbolts coming into the game, we officially need to stop building the Hive Mind team, right? No more investment in the Hive Mind team. You should 100% stop building them for raid purposes and switch over exclusively to the Thunderbolt team. So just to recap, the Thunderbolts are the solution for the bio section of the Chaotic Storm raid. This is what we have in progress so far, right? People can buy Victoria Hand if they're spenders. I'm starting to use a couple power cores on Locker, but this is where you want to focus on when it comes to your raid team or the newest team that's out. You want to go get them, grab them. You want to always prioritize the newest teams first. So again, this is what I have Thunderbolts wise, bio section on the new player account. And I'm going hard, right? I'm going to try to get them as strong as I possibly can. And I'm going to show you the advantage to doing that when we see the other team that's coming up a little bit later. Night Stalkers are still the best Mystic raid team in the game. Night Stalkers are also good for Cosmic Crucible and Alliance War. On the new player side of things, this is what I got going. And as you can see, right, we're starting to level people up to level 90, right? We're starting to move in that direction. We're putting purple ISO on people. This is important, right? I'm not saying go all in, but you do want to start to power up your older raid teams when you're able to, right? You focus on the newest team first, and then you reach back and bring up some of the whoever was the previous team before them. You want them big, bad, and strong on the new player side of things, because this is how you're going to get resources. And we're demonstrating that right here with the Orcus team. Now, this is my end game, right? This is my end game Orcus team. So this is what we got. Level 100. Gear tier 19. I haven't put any more power into them, but this is what we got at the end game. However, if we look at the new player side, this is important. So now we're up to 90, right? I'm up to level 90 and there's purple ISO throughout. This is strong enough to move up to difficulty 3. I have to manually play it, but this is strong enough to move up to difficulty 3 in the Chaotic raid. Now, why is that important? It's important for a couple reasons. Well, as you see on the right-hand side, I can now start getting Crimson gear. At difficulty 3, you start getting that Crimson gear. The difficulty 3 is also the milestone, or excuse me, the level that you can start contributing to the milestone that is active in the command center, right? I can't remember what it's called, but you start making progress when you can start doing difficulty 3 in the Chaotic Storm raid. So the more teams I have that can do that, I'm going to get more rewards that way. So I can do it already with Orcus, and that's why you saw me reaching back to the next team, which would be Night Stalkers. Obviously, Thunderbolts are coming out, Vigilantes are coming out. I'm just trying to put them at base level, get them to that stage. And then I only have the mutants to worry about. I don't know if I'll invest that much in a mutant raid team. We'll have to see. So when it comes to the mutant section, Extreme X-Men is still where it's at. So this is what I'm using at the end game. I pop out Cyclops for Old Man Logan, but this is what I'm using at the end game, and it gets it through. On the new player side, I'm still using some variation of the Extreme X-Men. Again, I don't have Cyclops, so I'll pop in Jean Grey, I'll pop in Havoc, and so far, it's been working with those two, right? If one gets knocked out, then I just pop the other one in. Just got to get through those 3 nodes, and so far, it's been working. I do play everything manual. I'm not doing any sims. I'm simming on the end game because I'm popping in Old Man Logan. The best team for the skill section is the Vigilante team. So this team just came out last month. You see we got them all up and running. This is, again, the end game. 105, purple ISO, and they got an overpower level of 10. Gear tier 19. I'm working on Silver Sable to try to get here in shape for Professor X. And then Hitmonkey will probably go with him after that. New player side. Vigilante looks like this, and as you can see, I'm starting to work on that purple ISO. We got him at level 85. At some point, we'll be bringing him up to level 90 because we're getting him shaped for that Chaotic Storm raid. I want to be able to do difficulty 3 with this team as well. Again, get myself more resources to power up my characters. The Intel store is very interesting. It's gonna make a difference where you are in the game. Again, end game account. I'm definitely going for gear tier 20 pieces. or mini uniques, things like that, to get those characters to gear tier 20 so I can start chasing Professor X. But that's going to be a long ways away from my new player account. So depending on where you are, right, these character shards might end up being the best thing. You can get those raid teams stronger faster to do more of the content. Cosmic Crucible, everybody's favorite game mode, Cosmic Crucible. So on my main account, we're at 146, 143. We went 6 and 6. That's pretty much what I do. I'm not the strongest Cosmic Crucible player in the world, so about 50-50 usually is what I can pull off. On the new player side of things, on the baby account, we went 16 and 9 overall since the account started, 8 and 4 last Cosmic Crucible cycle. So I mean, we're doing pretty good there, right? We're doing pretty good there. The best Cosmic Crucible teams in the game right now consist of the following. So we have the Starjammers. Starjammers are really good. They're made to do a lot of damage and made to counter a lot of things. They're the newest Cosmic Crucible team. Very good squad. Yeah, I like them. Team that came out right before them were the Immortal X-Men. Again, really excellent team. They play a little different. They're not made to beat everything, but they're a good, solid foundational team. They do really good. There's a couple rooms there's a mutant room, so you can take advantage of them there. We'll see what happens with the new raid rules, what they'll be effective with. Number 3 is the Illuminati. So there's a variant that you can use Iron Man, and then we have Captain Britain, who's a mythic character that's difficult to acquire. So the team works, right? The team works really well. They're very strong in Crucible. If you got Captain Britain, you want to use him. If you don't, use Iron Man, who they give you for free. Great team. Then we have the Cabal. Cabal is a 3-person team designed to work together, and they will amplify the power of other villains that you have on the team. That kind of gives them a little bit of longevity. So reach back potential to build up, right? That's where we're starting to get into the should I build them thing. If you don't have them already, they give them to you at certain levels in the game, just through the welcome pack and whatnot. So you just have to figure out what game mode you enjoy. After your raid teams are built, maybe that's a team you could go back and work on. Superior 6 comes after that. Green Goblin Classic is a legendary. To get him, you have to build up some older characters. So I'm kind of on the fence of whether you should do that. I shouldn't say I'm on the fence. I'm against people doing that, right? I'm against people doing that. Again, they'll ask around. Don't just take one person's opinion. They're a great team. I just don't know if it's worth the investment in Green Goblin Classic just for this Cosmic Crucible team. And we don't want to leave out the Phoenix Force team. So every year they're going to introduce a new member till the team is complete. Different characters using the Phoenix Force. So hey, they're taking suggestions. Put your favorite characters in the comments below. We'll keep submitting those to Scopely, and we'll see what happens next year. My favorite game mode is Alliance War. And so with my main alliance, Team Superfly Turnaround, we are 181 and 142 since I've been with the alliance. We went 9 and 7 last war cycle. We got into the top 100, y'all. It was tough. It's tough, but I like it. I like team-based content. So we'll look at the rankings right now. So right now, at the time of this video, we're at 222. Last time we looked at it, we were at 446, and that looks like to be our cycle. We will make it usually by the end of the war season up into the top 100. The war season will start over, and we'll drop to somewhere in about the 500. That just seems to be the cycle for our alliance. We're trying to push harder. We did make it into Platinum 4, so hey, that's great. All right, 34 and 11 on the new player account, right, with no cap motivation, or motivation from the no cap cluster. 34 and 11 overall, 10 and 3 last war cycle. We're doing well. We're starting to really get up into some bigger boys, but participation is what matters. So as long as you have people participating, you can win matchups in the early game. When putting this video together, we in the war season were 3,814. That is up from 8,784. So we went on a nice winning streak. The alliance is really working hard. They're doing well together. And that's all you can ask for, right? That's all you can ask for. Motivation, no cap. Thank you guys. You put on a good show here. Best Alliance War teams, we have the Liberty team. Excellent, right? They put taunts on everybody, so you can just get around other people's taunts. You can target whoever you want. If your opponent moves, they get a taunt on their head. So if they move, you get to attack them. Absolute A-Force, super strong team, powerhouse team. Kahori takes a couple moves in a row. She hits hard. Medusa, incredible damage, critical hits, almost guaranteed. She does one shot A lot of characters, man. A lot of characters. If she gets to take a turn, those guys are out of there, and Miss Marvel Classic is almost immortal because she can continue to heal and regenerate herself. Mighty Avengers. Mighty Avengers is the new Swiss Army knife, I guess, team. The way they work, they just pull positive effects off you, put them on their team so they can get around a lot of things, right? You can beat them, right? They are beatable. They have about 2 rounds, turn-wise, of momentum, and if you can outlast that, or if you can knock out one of the major players, you'll knock out the team. They're only good on the offensive side of the ball, but they're kind of made as that Swiss Army knife to get around most of the big dog teams. You have the Undying team. I don't like zombies, so mine aren't full, but the Undying team, a very, very strong Alliance War team. People have been putting somebody in that 5th to counter some of the bigger, badder teams out there, right? There's some teams that can get after Odins and Nulls, Apocalypse and stuff like that by putting that 5th place person in. Mercs for Money. This is my favorite Alliance War team, one of my favorites, because we got Old Man Logan, got 3 diamonds on him now, so just happy about that. Good team. Very usable. Like we said, some of their members are available in the calendar this month, so if you did unlock Old Man Logan, you should have the team ready to roll. Out of Time is the next team. Now, between Out of Time and probably even Mercs for Money, like I wouldn't really build these teams early on, right? Early in the game, they give you these characters, so if you have them, right, you might as well use them. They just give them to you and give you tokens, so you're not putting much investment into them. So if they give you the characters, you might as well use them early on, but I don't know if I would go back and invest in this team. The only game mode we have yet to cover is Battleworld. This is how we get our shards for null. So again, by the time you see this video, when this video is coming out, Battleworld should be dropping today at some point. So make sure you take advantage of it. Get in there, get the points that you can, get the shards for null that you can, get that purple ISO, right? That's another spot that Battleworld, Battleworld is designed to give us some of that stuff. So make sure you take advantage. And they did announce that the next Battleworld boss that we'll be seeing sometime, hopefully sometime this year, toward the end of the year, is the Sentry. Very curious to see how that character is going to work, what his powers and abilities will be like, and what teams will be using in that mode of Battleworld. Any thoughts on how his kit might work? Please put them in the comments below. I love talking about superhero type stuff. The only team that's made for Battleworld is the Astral team. The only team we got in the game that's made for Battleworld is the Astral team. Shadow King Trial should be starting right now, going for a couple of days, depending on when you're watching this video. So he's a legendary character for that team. They ignore a lot of the rules that are placed against you in Battleworld. So makes Astral a strong team and helps you to get those shards for null. Now, what team do you think will be the next Battleworld team? Please put your thoughts in the comments below. Now, we got Red Elite from No Cap. This is the newest new player alliance. All right, so we got mine, Motivation. We're all full. We got AV2, all full. So this is the 3rd new player alliance this year. The 3rd new player alliance this year from the No Cap cluster. So we have Red Elite. They got 10 people right now. We're trying to fill them up this week. So as always, there's a link in the description for the No Cap recruitment Discord. We will find you a spot, even if you're not a new player, right? If you're a veteran player, you want to get with some other veterans, we got veteran alliances. People are always looking for more people. Please come check it out. It's a great place, tons of resources, lots of knowledge and information. Please come check the Discord out. And while you're there, you should also take a look at the player voice, right? Go over to the player voice. They're taking polls on how far we've got in certain teams, right? They just want to make sure that what Scopely said, that these teams will be available in a certain amount of time, if that's what's actually happening. How are you enjoying the Thunderbolts team? Did you spend money on Victoria Hand? Did you spend power cores? Are you going to skip her? Are you going to wait? Hey, I want to know what you're doing with this team and why. Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to know more about Songbird, the type of character she is, a little bit of her background in Marvel Comics, please make sure you check out this video right here.